Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Janavallava Girivaravani Gopi Janavallava Girivaravani Sodanandana Rajajanarandana Yasodanandana Rajajanarandana Jamunatira Panakani Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Janavallava Girivaravani Gopi Janavallava Girivaravani Yasodanandana Rajajanarandana Yasodanandana Rajajanarandana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. Jai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gora Hari Bol. Jai Gora Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa 𝐒𝐰𝐬𝐧𝐞𝐬𝐬. Astutrasita Srimad Divine Grace ISKCON Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa 𝐒𝐰𝐬𝐧𝐞𝐬𝐬. Astutrasita Srimad Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananda Gaudi Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridasa Kura Ki Jai. Praise for Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shyama Kund Radha Kunda Giri Gauravadan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mathura Dham Ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Ganges Mai Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious assembled devotees. All glorious Sri Sri Guru Sri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padya Krishna Vijay Uttala Smriti Varicita Sham Sri Krishna Varicita Sri Gaura Karana Sakti Varicita Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Divim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashta Prayesva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sivaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloki Bhakti Bhavasti Nashtiki Om Namo Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnanandjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yuttapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lolita Sri Visakhan Vitam Sha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopi Sai Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisavana Suti Devi Pranamami Haripi Pyascha Kripa Sundivyaeva Cha Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasari Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. Chapter 13. Description of the of Dhruva Maharaj. Text. Sutta Uvacha Nisamya Kosara Vinopavatitam Visamya Kosara Vinopavatitam Prabhashya Vaikunta Padadiro Hanam Durvashya Vaikunta Padadiro Hanam Prarudabhavo Bhagavati Adokshaje Prarudabhavo Bhagavati Adokshaje Prashtum Punastham Vidura Prachakrame Prashtum Punastham Vidura Prachakrame Sutra Uvacha. Sutra Goswami said, Nisamya, after hearing, Kausa Ravina, by the sage Maitreya, Upavaranitam, described Dhruvasya of Dhruva Maharaj, Vaikunthada, to the abode of Vishnu, Adirohanam, ascent, Buddha, increased, Bhavan, devotional emotion, Bhagavati, unto the supreme deity of Godhead, 𝐁𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐬, who is beyond the reach of direct perception, Prashtum, to inquire, Puna, again, Tam, unto Maitreya, Vidura, Prachakrame, attempted. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace 𝐶𝐸𝐴𝐴 Founder Acharya Jagat-Guru Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Sutra Goswami, continuing to speak to all, headed by Sonaka, said, after hearing Maitreya Rishi describe Maharaj's ascent to Lord Vishnu's abode, Vidura became very much enlightened in devotional emotion, and he inquired from Maitreya as follows. Purport. As evidenced in the topics between Vidura and Maitreya, the activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the devotees are so fascinating that neither the devotee who is describing them nor the devotee who is hearing is at all fatigued by the inquiries and answers. Transcendental subject matter is so nice that no one becomes tired of hearing or speaking. Others who are not devotees may think, how can people devote so much time simply to talks of God? But devotees are never satisfied or satiated in hearing and speaking about it, or about his devotees. The more they hear and talk, the more they become enthusiastic to hear. The chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra is simply the repetition of 3 words. Krishna and Ram. But still, devotees can go on chanting this Hare Krishna mantra 24 hours a day without feeling fatigued. That is the end of Srila Prabhupada's purport to text 1, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 13, entitled The Descendants of Dhruva Maharaj. Hare Krishna. This is what you see among devotees. Devotees are not tired of hearing about Krishna. Tired of speaking about Krishna. We always see this. The more Maitreya Muni speaks, the more questions Vidura will ask. The more Sukadeva Goswami speaks, the more Parikshit Maharaj asks the question. They're never tired. You also see the same thing. Damodara is speaking, asking questions. Both of them are never tired. Both are not tired. Day and night. They're not tired. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is instructing Sri Rupa Goswami. He went for a long time. There's no question of being tired. Because the subject matter is very sweet. Very sweet. One cannot continue to do something if you're not getting something from it. We keep eating because the food and we get nourishment. You keep working because you have a hope that I'm going to get some satisfaction. So the impetus is the pleasure one gets from whatever we do. In people, places, their energy on something which they think is giving them pleasure. Anything which gives someone pleasure, and people will devote their time to it. Someone thinks drinking alcohol it will give me pleasure. They will spend the whole of their money in doing that. Or people who play game, they think that this game will give me money. They will spend the whole of their money playing game. They become an addict. They become an addict because the anticipation of the pleasure we'll get from it, or we are already getting the pleasure. It keeps one fascinated to that object or to that situation. I'll get something from it. Devotees will constantly hear about Krishna. There's no question of being tired. And that is one of the symptoms to know a pure devotee. He is not tired of hearing and speaking about Krishna. There's no time they will not speak about Krishna. It's a wonderful opportunity for a devotee to speak and to hear about Krishna because they get pleasure from it. So we see it here that Vidura is constantly asking questions. Maitreya has finished speaking about Dhruva Maharaj going to Vaikuntha. Vidura was not satisfied. Okay, bye-bye, everything finished. No. He is inquiring. He's making inquiries to continue. You see the same thing. 𝐁𝐸𝐴 Goswami said, I just spoke about this and they're asking me a question about this again. Yes, because Parikshit Maharaj is not tired. He's not tired. Although he has heard it, he wants to hear it again. So Rupa Goswami, he also described. And he was talking about Srimati Radharani. And the gopis, he said, only if you will spend the whole night dancing with Krishna. You spend the whole night dancing with Krishna. The whole night you dancing with Krishna. And you're not satisfied. For Krishna is always a new person. You have not seen Krishna before. But for you, like, you're just seeing him now for the first time. It is not a mistake. That is not a mistake. That devotees are not tired of seeing Krishna, and they see Krishna as if they have not seen him, or they're just seeing now. I'm just seeing now. When they're just seeing a person for the first time, there's a lot of excitement, there's a lot of anticipation. You want to hear, you want to see, you want to inquire, you want to speak something, you want to hear from the person. The pure devotee constantly have this mentality. Why? Krishna is never the same. Krishna is new every time. Every time Krishna is new. Nava Yovana. That is Krishna. He is ever fresh. So Rupa Goswami said, Krishna's beauty increases every moment. Therefore, the pure devotee is seeing him and feeling as if they are just seeing him now. It's not a mistake. It is their experience. It's what they are experiencing. They're not tired. What will make Haridas Thakur to chant continuously 24 hours continuously chanting the same word? Prabhupada said, Hare Krishna Ram. Only three things. A person will keep on chanting this day and night. What is making a person to do that? Yes, we can see the alphabet, the Krishna, Hare, and Rama. For us, there's an alphabet. But Namacharya, he does not see the alphabet. He sees personalities. He sees this personality, Hare, Krishna, Rama, in person. And their relationship gives him transcendental pleasure. He doesn't want to give it up. Therefore, he can continue to chant 24 hours, non-stop, because he's sweet. And someone who chants and hangs his bead or her back means what? When someone chants and hangs the bead till tomorrow, what does that mean? No taste. Haridas never hung his bead. He never hung the bead. So his bead never do fasting. His bead constantly celebrate. No fasting. The bead is constantly vibrating. There's no recreation for the beach. We also hear Hanumanji, he sits in the class in Kim Purusha Varsa. Hanuman sits in the class. After the class, there is no Sarira Bijaja. Hanuman doesn't chant that mantra. He sits there in the class waiting for the next topic in the next class. The class just finished now. What's the next one? He doesn't go. He sits there waiting for the next class. The next class, the next class. No break. Why? The topic is sweet. Sweet. Nectarian. Therefore, he's relishing. Devotees are not tired of speaking about Krishna. And are not tired of hearing about Krishna. They are absorbed in this nectar, and because they are relishing it, they continue to drink. And Shuddha Goswami said, the devotees, they drink the nectar and they faint, become unconscious, and they wake up and continue to drink. Drink, you faint, get up, you drink again and faint. That is Krishna consciousness. So, non-devotee will think, what? How can one do that? How can one keep on repeating the same thing? Yes, they can ask the question because that is their own situation. Their situation is that they are not relishing anything. Material life is very, very dry. Very dry. There's nothing inside. The part of karma and gyan, very dry. Very dry. So there's nothing inside. So, so there's nothing there. So it's only frustration. But the part of devotion is like a stream of nectar. And in this stream is eternal. One will continue to drink this eternally, non-stop. So for a devotee, to continue to chant Hare Krishna mantra is natural. Natural. It's natural because relishing, taking the nectar. Dhira is asking a lot of questions from his experience. The more he drinks, the more the taste to drink comes. If you remember, in the third canto, this is fourth canto, if you remember in the third canto, when Vidura asked the Mitra question, he fainted unconscious. Question. He went blank. It's a question. And when Mitra Muni regained consciousness, he glorified Vidura. He said, it's only a person of your caliber can ask this kind of question. Your question is auspicious, is Loka Mangala. Because the answer to your question, it will give me pleasure who is going to speak, it will give you pleasure who is hearing, and the whole world will celebrate it. That is a question, or the festival the devotees celebrate. No one can ask a question like this. Only a devotee can ask me such a question. That question the devotee should ask. so that the devotee will continue to churn the nectar for those who are qualified to drink. They can drink, continue to drink. This is a festival. This is a festival. Krishna consciousness is a festival for the Rasikas, those who know how to drink. And even for those who don't know how to drink, they are also invited. That is Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam invite those who are perfected and those who are not perfected to drink the same thing. Because by drink we become perfect. And by continue to drink, our perfection continue to expand. That is Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Comments? Questions? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Maharaj, for your association. This one is 𝐶𝐤𝐬𝐢 Maharaj. When I was in Mayapur, I will meet Maharaj here. Then I heard that Maharaj is not here. Maharaj is in Dubai. And he's opening centers there. In his wheelchair. And I was very impressed. Also Maharaj, externally, his condition was like this, but yet he's relishing Krishna consciousness. He's addicted to preach, to hear, to preach. That's why he's far from Mayapur. Even in Gopur, anything. So this indicates that when one is addicted to hearing and preaching Krishna consciousness, even he's in a wheelchair, he can preach, he can go anywhere, everywhere, and he's going. That's the sandstone repeating.
Yes. Yes. They are not limited to the body. They are not limited to the material situation. They are not. Pure devotional service beyond time and space is outside. And devotees who are on that platform, they are not impeded by any material situation. They are not. They will continue to expand their Krishna consciousness and expand it to others. That's the proof of one who has attained pure love for Krishna, not limited to the body. They are not. They constantly plan how to expand Krishna consciousness. That is their preoccupation. That is what goes on in their mind, how to expand Krishna consciousness. They are not limited to the body. Whatever happened to the body, that is okay. But their main focus is how to expand Krishna consciousness. Yes.
Maharaj, 2 days back, I went to a funeral, and I got a question. The question was, when someone passes away, is near and dear, they are very in lamentation. Then just after the departure, you forget about the meditation. You continue to do the routine work. So the question was how to maintain the consistency of being always in a critical situation. So the question was like that. So could you please explain the questions to the Maharaj?
That is a meaning of conditioning. We are conditioned. We are conditioned. Conditioned that there's a verse we were discussing the other day. Prabhupada was explaining in a purport. When someone is suffering, at that moment, we have a better understanding. If I get out of this situation, I will never do this again. This is final. Krishna, if you just help me to get out of this problem, I will become a devotee. I won't do that. As soon as we get out of the problem, for that time, the moment we get out, forget. The mind will tell us a different thing. We'll forget that we have suffered for doing this thing. We'll continue to do it again and go and suffer. Forgetfulness. Because we are conditioned. A liberated soul will not do like that. So, it is said, once bitten, twice shy. But not everybody follows that principle. To be shy is for a person who is elevated. Would not like to repeat the same thing. Not repeat the same thing. We will learn from it and make a better use of that situation. We have made a mistake, so we'll learn from that mistake and never to repeat it again. That's intelligence. But many people don't have the intelligence. We learn by experiencing the same thing for a long time. It's conditioned. A simple person will understand. I'm suffering because of this, therefore I should not do it again. Therefore, we should continue to hear. Or let's say, we should continue to practice hearing. Yeah, that's right. We should practice hearing. We should practice hearing. If we practice hearing, then one day we will hear. The day we will hear the Bhagavatam, that day will change. Will not be the same person again. Will change. The day we will hear, we will change. Definitely, it will change. So we should continue to practice hearing. And one day we'll hear that we should give up all this game we are playing with our lives. Is it not? Any other question?
When someone is his body, this is the soul is go directly to Yamraju, Vishnu. How many days the soul is staying?
When the soul leaves the body, Yamadutas will come for those who are not going back to Godhead. So Yamadutas will come and take the soul. In Matrimony explained in the third canto, Matrimony explained. the soul is taken away from this body, it will take, 72 hours for the soul, 72 hours for the soul to reach Yamaloka for judgment. Because the road is wide, but both sides is burning hot. The road which we are passing also is burning with flame, and we're going to walk on that. So it will take some time, because you get tired. The Yamadutas are there. Get up, let's go. Get up, let's go. Keep going. We have no strength to go, but because the soul is using the subtle body, we will not die. The subtle body will be able to take the torture. So we can continue to struggle and struggle and struggle. Very, very tasty, but no water to drink. There's no water. Until we get there. Before getting there is a lot of torture. So it takes some time. And after getting there, Yamada will now look at our record. Chitragupta will look at the record. At that time, everybody will hear the language. Everybody will hear. The language Yamada is going to speak, everybody will hear. Even if you are illiterate or educated, everybody will be able to read your record. You can read your record. You can hear it, you can see everything clear. Then judgment will be passed. For devotees, we are not going there. We are not going there. For non-devotees, we will go there. The Yamada will arrange that we are going to, for the next batch, you are going to go for training before you get the body. So you are a human being degraded to animal platform. We have to be trained how to act like animal. Until everything is adjusted to fit into animal consciousness, then we'll get an animal body. And then you continue to function in that way. Now we don't see that, so you look nice. Now you look nice. But at that time it's not nice. Not nice. So you're talking of a Japataka Swami. I also remember something he said yesterday. We should not wait until Yamadutas come to remind us to chant. We should not wait until Yamadutas will come to remind us to chant. He said that yesterday. So I was reading it yesterday. We shouldn't wait until Yamadutas will come to remind us to chant. And he told a story. He's one of his disciples. After initiation, he was not chanting. Then he got cancer. After some time, he got cancer. And the cancer progresses to the last stage before he discovered. means he has only a short time to die. Then, one day as he was lying there and suffering that situation, he saw Yamadutas came for him. So he shouted, "You make a mistake. You make a mistake. You should not come here. This is not the house. You're supposed to go and say, this is the house. This is the house. It's not a mistake. This is the house." It's a Hare Krishna devotee. It's not a story 5,000 years ago. This one is just present. Yamaduta said, "No, it's not a mistake. We cannot make a mistake. This is the house we have come for, to take you, not you, not you." So the devotee shouted out of fear. He shouted. He called his wife. "Bring my bead, bring my bead." Immediately he started to Hare Krishna. He said, "Chant, chant, chant, chant." The wife started chanting. Also he said, "Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna." See, Yamaduta left him. So Japatkama said, we shouldn't wait until Yamaduta will come and remind us to chant. We should keep chanting so that Yamaduta will not come for us. The Vishnu Dutas will come. Like Dhira Maharaj, Vishnu Dutas came. Nanda and Sunanda came for him with Vaikuntha airplane. So Prabhupada said we should become a very strict and serious devotee like Dhruva Maharaj, so that Vishnu Dutas will come for us. And we'll be able to deliver not only ourselves, but many other souls. All right?
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Please accept my blessings.
Thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful lecture. Gurudev, when you were mentioning that devotees see Krishna differently, at that very moment the door was being opened. At that time I took darshan and I tried to see Krishna differently. I see different clothes, different decoration, different. But I have not that feeling to see Krishna differently. So how you see Krishna differently? How is that feeling?
It is something natural, not something you are going to struggle to do it. It's a natural thing. When you have the mercy, Premanjana Churita Bhakti below Chadana, sometimes the Sudesh below Kayanti, Jam Shama Sundra Chinteguna Sarupam, Govindama, the Purusham Tamaham Bajami. When Simatirani anointed the eyes with that ointment, we have to take blessing from Srimati Radhani. So we beg her to give us that ointment. You can't buy it in Mauritius, anywhere in the world. Because no factory can produce this. Only Srimati Radhani produces this ointment. When she anointed the eyes, Haribol, you will see Krishna new every moment. Every moment you see Krishna new. Not old, new. Every moment, Krishna is new and tasty. Very, very tasty. So you don't have to struggle to see if I've seen new. The eye is not there yet, so you cannot see the new. When you get the eye, you see the new all the time. All the time. Even if you close the eye, you will see. See the new. So what to do? Beg is a material. And we shouldn't wait for Yamaharaj to come and push us to beg. We should start begging and pray for that. Then it will happen. It will happen. All right? Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai Gaura Premanandi.